Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Contract Roulette. This is a round one match between Balu Durden, aka Blue El Jefe, and TheObserver. We'll be playing Sapienza and Whittleton Creek today, and then we have a decider map. We won't reveal what that is just yet. I am joined by Eclipse, tournament manager. Say hello if you're there.
Hello.
Yes, Grizzly, when the round start, it will start in around 2 minutes. So just a quick rundown. The players will be given the contract ID. They will then get 3 minutes to go around and look at the targets, try and think of some quick isolations, things like that. And then once that's done, they will then get 30 minutes to try and finish the spin, essentially. Whoever finishes it first wins the point. First to do 2 points wins. And yeah, I think that's probably all we can say about it. So they will be getting the spin very shortly, and we'll just see it on the screen. Any second, they should start going in.
I'm actually going to wait until Balu is live. He's not live yet.
Balu might be live. I just haven't updated my feed.
Okay, I'll refresh that.
Oh no, Balu is offline. Okay, hopefully
okay.
He
said
very soon.
He said just a few minutes ago. He said I'm going.
Okay, no worries. Yes, I'm going to delay a few minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do anything about your keyboard, but it's very tappy on the screen.
Oh, okay. Well, I
just so people aren't listening to a tappy keyboard all stream if possible.
Yeah.
Don't worry too much. We've had to rush just a little bit to get this all set up with all the new overlays and everything. So hopefully it all goes swimmingly. That's all we can hope for. Yeah, we'll just be waiting a few minutes, waiting for Balu to get his stream up and running.
And while we're at it, obviously TheObserver is not able to hear what I'm saying right now, but I'm sure he's probably going to watch the VOD. And Observer designed the logo that you see at the top of the screen there, and also designed that very, very sick opening screen, as you saw.
Yeah, it looked
great. And so they look really good. And so, yeah, thanks to him for giving me some ideas for layouts and just making the logo and stuff. Everything that's really, really cool. And he did it all in one day. He said I could do that yesterday morning, and then he sent it to me last night. So
very nice. Okay, Blue's saying he's live, so let's refresh the stream. And there we go. Right, we have 2 live players who are ready to go. So yeah, they will.
So I'll wait for him to.
They will both be given the contract ID. They'll get a 3-minute countdown where they can, go in, scope out the 2 targets, just try and get some quick isolations potentially, and try and, just work out how they're going to get them when it comes to the actual match.
Let me go ahead and get a 3-minute timer up and ready.
I believe Balu is on PS4, isn't he? So he's got a slight disadvantage in timings here. Although he will be preloading, obviously, by going into the map. But hopefully that doesn't cost him too much. And he's also getting the dreaded disconnect.
The spin is about to go, or the ID is about to go live, and it is live in the lobby. This one was a blast to make. I love Sapiens, one of my favorite maps. Yeah.
Sapiens is a great map, and it's a great map for contracts. Oh, the Observer's got a false. Oh no, he hasn't. He's missed a number. Okay, thought he had a false ID there. So we can see here the first target is Padre Francesco, who is obviously the priest. And the second target, let me just find my. I don't know if you want to tell them the second target. It is Argelina Patillo. Now, whereabouts is she on the map?
She is up in Franny's room, as you can see on observer screen, just near. Yeah. So for these, if people haven't caught on, anybody who's viewing hasn't caught on, for this first round, I've picked each of these targets one is probably going to be known. For the last match, Sophis was one of the targets, Burgess was one of the targets. One of them is at least going to be known, the other might not be. So that is why Padre in this case is one of the targets.
I also like that they're on very opposite side of the maps here, so it's going to be interesting to see where they start and who they try to isolate first. The Padre's not overly difficult. I mean, the obvious would be a Seeker. If you Seeker him, he goes straight to the toilets outside. That will depend on whether they want to do that. There's a few other ways of getting him. You can just trigger the conversation, potentially come back to him later, and he'll be well on his route if you were to trigger the conversation right at the start between him and the lab lady. The Observer also showing a very quick kill method for him, and he will never be found in that booth.
Oh really? I've never.
Yeah, that's a good one for contracts. If you ever need a kill on him for contracts, you can also camera him in there and take his outfit, and he'll never get seen. So Balu just scouting, probably already knows where the Padre is, but yeah. Argelina could be an interesting one. She's in that room. There's a lot of bodies in that room. She might not always be the one to react.
Probably, I'm seeing some of them try to get her outside on the balcony. Me personally, I would try and Seeker her, because in this case, I believe she would probably go. I didn't actually try it out. Probably would go to the bathroom in Fran's room.
You'd imagine so, but she might also go out to the balcony, because this game does weird things. So you just never know.
Exactly. You never know. So, but then again, if she goes on the balcony, that's not the worst spot for isolation.
No. I think the biggest thing here is going to be the kill conditions and the disguises, obviously, which kind of is always with Roulette. But Observer just seeing if you can get a very early ISO on the Padre. That's not going to work, unfortunately.
And the spin is about to go live.
Okay, so they've almost expended their 3 minutes.
And about 10 seconds left on the thing. Let me go and get those quickly. And the spin is live. You can go ahead and pull up the overlays. Pretty.
Okay, so we have target number 1, the Padre, will be killed with a Fool as the Bohemian. Target number 2, Argelia, will be a next snap as the store clerk. I like this spin. The Bohemian is on the opposite side of the map to the Padre, and a Fool. I don't know where the easiest place to get him. I mean, the obvious thing would be to take him right up to the top of the tower and drop him off, but
exactly, yeah. I think there was 2 ways I was thinking about this, and I've tried them out both when making this contract. It was, if you drag him out 2 flights up the stairs, up the tower, it'll finally get the dump eliminate prompt.
Yeah.
And also, you could always bring him out back, just do a chain lure.
Just thinking that, and drop him off the little ledge.
Yeah,
because that's actually a kill prompt, isn't it? Just that little ledge is a kill prompt for some reason.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, and Balu's running some ads. Thank you, Balu. Not much we can do about that, unfortunately.
No,
apologies.
Unfortunately.
We didn't get that when we first refreshed stream. He must have, he's got mid-roll ads on. So,
yeah.
Naughty Balu.
I might have to request them to turn that off for matches in future matches, turn off mid-roll ads.
I think most people forget
but,
to put them on.
Yeah,
Never mind. It's only 30 seconds and we're back. So they've both started tower. Both look like they're going straight for the Bohemian, which I think kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
They're probably going to want to bring the Bohemian to where the store clerk is, get the store clerk, and then go back for the Bohemian, because it's just a little bit shorter than coming all the way back up here. So.
Well, you also mentioned it depends on the spin for Argelia, and I think in this case we were kind of this Argelia kill is not the hardest. This is one of the easier spins for Argelia here.
It is, but the store clerk is arguably quite a hard disguise to get if you don't know.
Yeah.
Some people just don't know where it is. A lot of people don't know that there's a free store clerk on the map.
There is 2. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one in the little hairdressers, which is the really difficult one to get, or there is one in the lower area, and you can get that with a golf ball by blowing open the door. So actually, Observer has got the Bohemian and is going for the Padre. And I say I'd always be tempted here to start Morg, trigger the Padre so that he's on his route, because once he's on his route, he's going to be a lot easier to get, and those other two guys will be out of the way. So I'm
in that case, you could obviously get Padre there, and then I guess on the way get the store clerk and get the Argelico first.
You could leave him to go on his route, do the rest of the spin, get the Bohemian, come back for him, and then he's already long on his route. I think.
So, but
Observer looks like he's going for a chain lure. Which is interesting because there is a couple of guys in this back area who might also.
Yeah.
He can just KO him and drag him, obviously, but he's got to watch out because there's someone on those stairs who comes out, and there's a guy who walks in from outside. So
it's interesting. Balu seems to be fart casing. Almost getting ripped by that church staff
He's
member.
got someone following him, unfortunately. Observer is going up, gets the eliminate prompt.
And hopefully, I wonder if... So, yeah, I was going to say that before he almost got ripped by the church staff there, was that he was fart casing the other girl in the confessional booth.
Okay, yeah.
Interesting.
But has he actually triggered? Okay, he might have, because he didn't trigger the conversation. Actually, he must trigger the conversation. So it's interesting that the Padre hasn't moved yet. He should move straight away as soon as the conversation is done.
I don't know if Observer... I wonder where Observer's... I guess he's going around this side and entering.
Okay, Balu's got him on a hook. Looks to be trying to peekaboo him, potentially. Where is the Padre going? Nope, okay, the Padre is off. He's going for a little... He's off for a little walk. And this just got a whole lot trickier for Balu now.
Yeah, I did. Now, I wonder if you might be able to get some other...
I know what's happened. The Padre has seen the remains of the fart case and is now going to report it. So that guard will be stuck in an infinite loop, which obviously isn't intentional.
Yeah, that's the only issue with using the fart case in this instance.
Got body found on the guy in the back, and that's going to be the guy coming down from the booth up top.
That's going to be a Balu restart. And I wonder what Observer's doing here. He seems to be a little bit lost.
No, I think he's going for the not free store clerk, and this is such a tricky disguise to get. Or it can be. Okay, no, he's seeked him, so he's going the safe route. I thought he'd counter him then.
Okay.
So he should go into this little room. Okay, so it's a...
Now, the only thing is he might need to bring him up the stairs if he doesn't have... I don't think he has a calmer on him, so he will have to bring him up the stairs to prevent...
Should be okay here. I
know in the past...
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I know in the past if you don't have a... For the various disguises you can get there in that room, if you don't have a calmer or something, you need to...
away there, yeah, there you go, so...
Yeah.
That was well worth it. I say, there is a store clerk just up here in the little... in the store there. Whether Balu was thinking the same thing of actually seekering and going for that store clerk, that didn't even occur to me. If I'm honest, I never think of going for that guy because there's a free disguise. It's very rare you'd ever go for the guy in the room there. Quite annoyingly called store clerk instead of stylist, which it is on Paris. But
even it looks about the exact same disguise. And so I'm assuming he's gonna. Well, Observer here seems to be heading up the pipe and up on the roof, and he's gonna head up that way. Now, I wonder how he's going to deal with. He does have an extra seeker dart, I believe, so he probably is going to do
and
that.
a calmer, I believe. I think he's still got one of each.
He does.
Yeah, I think he still has.
So
he may not have reloaded the seeker, so he might only have one dart between them. I don't think he reloaded either gun. Maybe thinking he might need one of the two.
So we'll see here. I don't know if he's going to try and do the balcony lure or if he's going to try and do...
I think when he did it the first time, he definitely did the balcony. He's got quite a trek to get over there, but he is in the right disguise. And neck snap is a very forgiving kill condition, so...
Yeah. But the only thing is, it seems for me, I think it would be a little bit more riskier if you do a balcony lure versus the bathroom. The reason being because... The balcony, you have that one guard who sits on the couch and then goes to smoke on the balcony, who just walks back and forth over there.
Oh
And
no,
also,
Blue! Oh, Blue got caught in
oh,
between both those. It's so
that's
hard to get
unfortunate.
around those two. They cross paths at least once on their route. And he was trying to use a flash phone this time to lure Padre.
I can
Observer.
see.
Yeah, there you go. There's the guy you were talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he has
having
one
a
in. He
smoke.
has one in the chamber.
Oh, he's going to Seeker's that smoking guard. Okay, so to
Yep.
prevent that. The other thing is, depending on where he drags the body, you could do well. If he
He
drags
could
it
end up.
off
Yeah,
to a
he could
different
end up
yeah,
with. He could end up with Franny and her guards seeing
Franny.
her.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
will she
also if
delegate, or will she look for this herself? No, she's going to come out herself. So he does have her. Got to watch
well,
out for these
also
windows.
the other issue here is also that the secret guard, after he gets done out getting sick, he will probably end up going the same
Ooh,
way.
close
So if
combat
he's not,
herd. Is
oh,
that?
is
Oh,
that,
I think that's
uh,
close combat herd.
oh,
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 good
oh, oh,
save.
oh, you gotta,
If I
oh my
I
god,
think in this
that
situation
would
I'd be
have,
tempted to. Oh no, she still came round. That's unfortunate. I would have been tempted
that's unfortunate.
to snap the neck and throw her over the balcony. It's risky, but
Yeah,
I think he just didn't have time. That the gunshot for Franny obviously didn't work. She was on a mission to. She would have
well,
heard
I
the scream
wonder,
and the close combat as she came out the door. Unfortunately.
yeah, exactly. The thing is, I wonder if Observer's gonna learn from that mistake and try the same lure, or if he's going to, because I'm sure he realizes now, he may not know this before, but if he had secreted that one guard, he was smoking, and he ended up coming to the bathroom in Franny's office, you would assume, but then again, that's Hitman, you would assume that the target would also go to the same bathroom for an
Yeah.
isolation,
Okay,
but
Balu. Yeah, I don't know where she would go if you seeked her as well. If the guard goes in that bathroom, she would possibly go all the way downstairs to the lower
downstairs,
bathroom.
yeah.
Yeah, which would
But then
make life a
obviously,
lot
if,
harder. So
yeah, but obviously you could always just still only secret dart the target, the main
yeah,
target,
I think
and
they were possibly just thinking there's a lot of bodies in that area. Like Balu just had a
yeah,
problem just then where he had to move around quite a lot in order to be able to seeker that guy.
I'm wondering if Balu's gonna drag him up the stairs. I would hope so. Okay,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think he is. Yeah.
Oh no. Well, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he is. Yeah. He's got him going up the stairs. He's gonna play it safe.
Yeah,
I always
because I
think
know
in
I've
things
been
like
ripped too
roulette, it's
many
always better
times.
to be safe.
Yeah,
Take the extra 5 seconds to drag the target, and you know you're not going to rip. So he's okay. So he's just
leaving
storing
the
that disguise
style
for
or
later.
leaving
Yeah,
the
he's. Oh no,
yeah
he's changing back again.
indecisiveness.
Okay, so I think he has. I think he has triggered the Padre though. I think he went there first and he
Yeah,
triggered
I
the
think he
Padre.
did.
So
Yeah,
Padre will be en route now and will be uh starting his cycle.
and see, this is kind of even now at this point. Because I'm sure Baloo was thinking there's he must be very very close to finishing, but then yet Observer got a rip. So Baloo at this point, I think he realizes that he still had a
Yeah, there's
shot, even though
always
he was behind
yeah,
after rips.
there's always
After
that thing
rips.
in your mind when you play roulette. You're always wondering where your opponent is, and you
Yeah.
because you've got no way of
Oh,
knowing how far through your opponent is. That was a big whoosh from Baloo there,
that
but we
was
got
a
over it.
yeah. Again,
We don't
very
have a
very windy.
timer up, unfortunately, so you'll have to kind of just keep us posted roughly on how much time they've got left.
Well, the only thing is, well, I don't actually have another spin for this, so that's or is it gone to it? What is
Well,
in regular roulette?
it
Is
would
it?
go to a draw, I guess, and then because
It would go
we've
to
got
a
a
draw
decider
and
map,
then
haven't we? So the
yeah,
decider
then we
map
just
would have
go
an
to the
unlimited,
decider.
so
Okay.
it has to go to a winner.
So yeah, okay.
So
Well
we're
then let me
about
go ahead and yeah. I've been
yeah, so
timing, but I was
we're
just
about
wondering what
12
we
minutes
did.
into the spin, so.
Yeah.
So we put the overlay together a little bit quickly just before the match. So
Yeah.
I don't. Unfortunately, it might be a little bit off. So Balu. Yeah, so Balu has chosen to leave the Padre for now.
I wonder what Balu is doing here too.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what he's doing.
Oh, I think he might be to be safe and not being ripped. I think what he might be getting just a free mansion guard disguised here just to be safe and not have to worry about getting ripped by trespassing, and then get in isolation and head back down. The only thing I guess because he's just afraid that he might get seen by the target, and that's going to be her, like we saw with Observer when he got ripped there because of the close combat Franny heard and came over. So he might just be trying to prevent that, or
Yeah, see again, there's a lot of bodies in this room.
yeah.
Just okay, so I think he's gone for the mansion guard, obviously, so that he can roam this area as much as he wants. Just watch out for that guy smoking. He hasn't turned around. He's all good.
And he's going for a seeker dart on Argelia, which I think is a smart play in this case. And so now he just has to get the disguise and really just make sure that he's not seen by Franny and her guard. And after that, I think it's pretty much in the bag for Argelia.
He's 5 minutes in, so she's coming up to her second cycle.
Yeah, and her second cycle is about around here.
In fact, she is right on her second cycle, so he has got very unlucky there. She is just going into that room, but I think I just saw there as well. Yeah, she has just gone into that room, so he has really not. And she's going to be in there for about 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I wonder if he's going to go for. Does he have a extra?
What I would do here personally is trigger a lockdown. So stand inside that room. There you go. He's done it. Maybe not intentionally, but he's triggered the guard, and this should trigger a target lockdown, which means they'll run off somewhere. Oh no, she's going to run into this room. No, she's not. Oh no, he's got a lockdown in the same room.
Unfortunate.
You might need to body shot or triple shot to get them to move again, because if they panic in this room.
And in this case, they will, after this, they should run down to the downstairs room where the piano is, if I remember correctly. That is, I was
going to say, they aren't actually enforcers.
Yeah, so...
They lose their enforcer status. So actually, he's got that. He's going to go back out, and now he can just wait this out, or... He should just be able to get straight back out. None of them have enforcer status because they're all in panic mode. Yeah. So he can just run through this if he wants to.
This is an improvisation in Hitman at its finest.
Although that's not the direction I would have chosen, but
yeah, same.
It's definitely not the direction I would have chosen. Oh my gosh, he got away with that somehow. Interesting to note as well, though, the Observer does already have the Padre down, is now up here in a guard disguise that I've never seen before, which is interesting. Don't know where he got that from.
But the thing is, at this point, they both have one target down. Yeah. So in this case, it's anyone's game at this point. And he's grabbing the free mansion guard right there just to be safe and not have to worry about any more. It looked to me like a full meter on the staircase guy, but.
Okay, he's got the guy in the attic. There we go. That's whose disguise he took. That's a nice looking disguise. Back in the store clerk. He's just going to jump back downstairs now. Okay, he's just trying to turn that guard around because he's just sat down. He should be okay, though. If he didn't see her the first time, he shouldn't see her. Probably just wants to make sure he doesn't hear the next snap.
I didn't see... What did Observer... Did he...
He just distracted the guard who was sitting there. Okay. Yeah, I think he just wanted to make sure he didn't hear the next snap.
The only thing is, I wonder... He could try... I wonder if those windows are see-through, the ones from the main room.
They've got curtains, so they shouldn't be, but...
But, like, the open doors on the sides, I wonder if those are see-through. The only reason I'm thinking is I would personally, if Franny's nowhere near her cycle, and I don't remember what... At this point, she's nowhere near her cycle.
Yeah, 7 minutes, she's already moved on from that room,
yeah. So I personally would drag her in there. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's going... I mean, he looks like he's... Not sure which exit he's going to go for here. Possibly even going to go down for the biplane. The seaplane, no. Okay, he's going to go out the front doors and go for the little beetle. Balu, I think, is just... Oh, there we have a... Oh, body found. Okay, she got found.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
my
So I
guess would
think
be,
that
that was the guard coming back and turning as he sat down,
yeah, yeah.
or he dragged her a tiny bit too far and they saw her as they came back out of Francesca's room. That's really
That's
unfortunate.
but
So
I don't
Baloo is
I didn't see.
back in the lead again.
Yeah, this is a very intense match.
Yeah, and we are at what are we at? We're at about the 18-minute mark, I believe.
We are we have 12 minutes remaining in
Yeah,
the
12
spin.
minutes left.
So this is
We
this
will
is
try
the
to get an
point.
overlay for future, but
Yeah,
time restrictive.
this is the point when you're like those last minute rips. So in that case, oh, observer getting ripped there by the cameraman. But in these instances, especially, I know that those kinds of rips, whenever you're inches away from the exit, those kind of rips are the worst. Whenever you're
Yeah.
inches
That's
away from
not
the
where you want
starting
to be
court,
ripping.
that's
Is
not, yeah.
okay.
So
Baloo is going to go
Blue
for
is going
a
it
coin
safe.
lure. We love a coin lure.
The only thing being
You love to
that
see it. That he is illegal in the back area.
Padre will become an enforcer, however, whenever he enters this. So that I don't know if Baloo has considered that yet, but he will become an enforcer as soon as.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought he might actually try to go through there a little bit slower and peekaboo him.
I would have.
And the Padres delegated.
Oh.
No, Baloo. Oh no, ripped by that guy again.
Oh, and geez, and now this is anyone's game again.
Yeah, that guy has a ridiculously long cycle. He goes all the way around the church, stops a few times, comes back. You just never know where he is. That's so unfortunate.
See, in this case, I don't think Baloo had. We both thought that he had triggered the Padres cycle, but I don't think he did. Obviously, he was
No,
still
I think
in
the Padre
the
was going to go
confessional.
back. Yeah.
Because I know in my instance when I tried this, what I did was around this right column that you're seeing on Observer screen that you just passed, around that right column, Padre just stands there for a little while, and there's no one else to enforce the coin toss into the other little corridor on that side. So I lured him into there and just dragged him up the stairs, and that's how I got the fall kill. So
this is why I was saying I'd almost be tempted to start triggering him from the very start, and then you've got, because he does at one point stop under the bell as well. He stops at the back of this room here, and inspects all the stuff that's sitting on the table. I believe. I might be getting confused with this and Landslide, but I'm pretty sure he does that in this one. I get very confused between what his cycles on both. They're quite similar. Ooh, Observer is going to go for... So Observer's got this bit down pretty much. He's luring him in, dragging him up. He's missing both the cycles. Yeah, so he will actually stand there and inspect the wine at one point.
Baloo, considering a replay, it seems... Because I assume where he's probably going to replay would be the church morgue. That's just me personally, however. Or he may be just changing items. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think they're starting down. I think
phone.
they've obviously both figured that the store clerk that is down here is better because it's kind of en route anyway.
So now Observer is in the same spot he was at when he got ripped. He has now gotten the Padre killed and is now heading up, it seems. I wonder if he's gonna... I'm surprised, because me personally, I agree with you, Critty. I would go for the free clerk disguise. It's a lot safer, in my opinion, not to get seen by this shoelace guy.
I was to say Blue Stream's dropped out, but he's back.
Yeah. We have about 8 minutes left in this spin, so for this is going to be interesting, because, well, let's see how we're going to do this. I think instead of doing the cider critty, we'll just move on to the next spin, which would be...
So we'll do the set,
We'll just go to the Wilson,
this will go to 0-0 effectively. Or 0.5 to 0.5, whichever way you want to look at it.
And then after that, whoever wins the Wilton win will be the winner. Or unless that's a tie as well, then... Well, actually, in this case, it'd probably be better if Now I'm just thinking, because Observer told me just before the match that he has to cast another match at the hour.
Yeah, he did.
So he has 30,
I saw that.
30 minutes.
That was tentative. I will say that.
That was,
we might just have to. I mean, I'm in the Shoutcaster channel F7SC, so I can always post something to say that his match is overrun, or he obviously didn't win it as quickly as he was hoping he would.
Okay. Excuse me.
So, Observer is back where he was a minute ago. I say a minute ago.
Feeling so dandy right
Okay, sorry about that. I don't know if you were talking to me or anything. Sorry, the screen crashed on Discord.
Oh.
To refresh it.
Yeah, so Observer is back up, looking to get this isolation again. He's probably going to have to try and work out where he leaves the body this time.
So in this case, he has about 6 minutes or so left. So I think in this case, it's either Observer gets ripped, or he probably will be able to get out in time. But I wonder if he's going to try and do the same isolation.
I think he will, and I think he might just drag her into that room where Franny is. I don't see any reason not to do that. There's a couple of Balu. That's what you were talking about, where you can get ripped by the entertainer and his friends, who are actually real. You'd assume they would be fake NPCs, but they're not.
And Balu just letting out a little bit of rage on those Peak Performer fans.
Yep.
So actually, at this point, Franny is about to leave her office in about a minute or so. So after that, Observer would be free to drag the body over, as long as those windows aren't see-through. I have never tested out, but personally, from other experiences, a lot of the glass windows are not see-through.
For example, Observer got I think he got a head turn there. And just got red guns.
Oh my god.
That's another restart, and we are rapidly running out of time here. This is looking like about a 7-8 minute spin. So we're probably, this is potentially the last run both of them might have, assuming they don't rip, unless they rip early, which we never want people to rip, but if they do, we want them to rip early so that they can get straight back in. How long have we got left of the spin? I believe we
have 4 minutes left.
Oh, okay, so I think
I'm playing the... I remember I originally discussed that I wasn't planning on having a timer. I'm glad we reconsidered that.
Yeah, I think you have to have a timer here.
Especially in this case, as
one of them might pull something out. Balu is a minute into his spin. I think Observer's probably too late on his spin now. I think one more rip, and we'll probably have to. Balu has caught the attention of the guy, and I think Balu's gone rogue. So I think that's going to be it for Balu. I don't think he can. No chance he's going to get this in around 3 minutes. Observer, I think this is definitely going to be a tie. I don't think there's any way around that now. So
7.
So it will stay at 0 points, unless you want to change it. It's up to you, 0 or 0.5, whichever way you want to do it.
So
we set it to 0.5, and it's technically first to 1.5 points, then, isn't it? So I think the time. That's it now. Is that it, or have we still got a couple of minutes?
Well, the thing is, I'm debating or not, because we still have 2 minutes on the timer, but in this case, obviously, none of them are.
Yeah, neither of them. I mean, Balu is definitely not going to finish here. The Observer is trying for this isolation, but I don't think he's got any chance of getting back up to Angelina in time. So I think we just wait for the timer to run out now, unfortunately.
Yeah, at this point, we have about a minute and 50 seconds.
The players are still attempting, so I don't think we can just call it, unfortunately. But
So in this case,
The observer's got spotted. Yeah, okay.
so in this case,
Yeah, I think.
For the decider, instead of going to the original decider, because that was on a map, the original decider rules were on a map that we had already played, and they've already only played, because we haven't played Whittleton, which was Observer's pick here, we're just going to go straight to a...
So we'll be going to Whittleton next, because they can still
Yeah, we're going to the original Whittleton, not the tiebreaker.
No, so the tiebreaker will be the last one, obviously, if this goes to... So this will go to 0.5 points apiece. It is first to 1.5, technically, so we'll just update this, and I might have to move things around on the overlay. We'll see. We'll see how this looks.
You do have... I think, okay. You have the spin overlays.
I do have the spin overlays.
Okay.
We'll
just making sure.
Let's just casually move this across, and nobody's seeing me move stuff. Right.
Okay,
so we will take the targets off the screen. We will change to map 2, which is Wilton Creek. So we will be getting Whittleton Creek. Again, they will have 3 minutes to look around the map, scope the targets, work out some isolations, etc. And I am just updating the spin overlay.
Oh, and there's my time. I don't know if you can hear that, but... Okay. So I'm going to... I can see that Observer and Balu are both ranting about dumb rips in that instance, but yeah. So, yeah.
I'm just...
So let me go ahead and grab the ID.
Just trying to correct Balu's stream a little, but it is not working, unfortunately.
Why is it blurry?
He appears to have his contrast up very high.
Okay.
On his game. There's not a lot I can do about that, unfortunately, from this end, but hopefully that's not gonna... It is a little bit bright, but we can still see what's going on, so I'm not gonna worry too much. So yeah, they will be getting the spin. We'll be getting the spin very soon.
Yep, the ID will go out shortly.
I think they're both ready for it, so...
And spin is live. Let me do quick...
Okay, so the map is live.
Yeah.
So they haven't been given the spin yet, but they have...
Yeah.
We will reveal the spin in around 3 minutes, so we're just going to see them go into the spin here. Look around. One of the targets they should know straight away. I think you kind of said that was kind of the idea.
Yeah, in this case, it's not... This one is... Like, you're gonna know who the target is. You're not gonna know them by the name, but you're gonna know by where they are.
Yeah.
You load in.
And I think Whittleton Creek's quite
Whittleton Creek's about a pretty small map.
Most people who play contracts probably know every character on this map anyway, so you do well to find a character that's kind of hidden on this map.
I'm going to go ahead and prep the overlay.
And I believe we have the guy in the backyard. And I believe we have the sleeping guy outside Helen, or outside the cupcake stand, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, I don't remember. He's not sleeping. No, I think he's just lounging.
He's not. That guy's not sleeping, lounging. But he doesn't see a lot.
Yeah. He's lounging. It seems, and looking at the sky.
So this guy here is an interesting one because he's in the open. He is asleep, so he won't see you do anything. But he is in the open. with the right kill method, ironically, you can just kill him where he sits.
Yeah. Or there's many ways you could do this. I guess it'd be pretty risky, but you could obviously drag him into these bushes over here,
Yep,
or lure
and I
him
think
into the
Balu's
bushes.
just trying to work out where he's going to go and puke, and I believe that should be in Helen's house.
Yeah, well, you'll see.
You would assume, or possibly
This
a
one
manhole,
wasn't-
because who knows?
that's it. Yeah. But
Or is he just
you
going to go
don't
for
to
up in her
Helen's
van?
house. No,
Oh, but he's
I
taking.
believe.
Okay, no, yeah, he's gonna. But he does. There is someone else who goes into that bathroom.
And it seems like Observer's Billy, his version of Billy, is indecisive about where he wants to go throw up.
Okay, Balu's. That's an
So
interesting
he's
choice.
got him here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Balu's got him early, and that could be.
So this is, I think he's just practicing for possible spins in here. In this case,
Yeah, that could be a
good,
difference maker potentially.
Yeah.
Just getting him that little bit earlier, not waiting.
And spin will go on about 30 seconds.
Okay, yep, so they're just, again, just practicing their ISOs. Both of them now seeing where he goes. I think the guy in the backyard is kind of an easy target in some ways. You know, he's only got one other guy with him.
Spin is live.
Spin is live. Okay, let's see what we've got.
Yeah.
Do you want to run this one down?
Yeah, I'll run it down. So for Billy, we have a fire axe kill as the Janus bodyguard, and for Bobby, we have loud explosive weapon as the barbecue owner.
Very
So
nice.
this is
We
gonna be
love the
interesting.
barbecue owner. He's a
Yeah.
fun guy to try and get. You can have a seeker him. You can use the bubble gum. You can use the fire extinguisher. It's quite a popular method of getting him. Blow up the fire extinguisher and he goes flying behind the counter.
Yeah. I don't know if Balu has realized that the spin is live
You,
yet.
you might want to ping him.
Okay, I think he realized, yeah.
So, there is a loud explosive on the map, if they so desire. There's one
Yeah.
in the
there's
Hanson
two,
in the
actually.
Hanson basement. Yes, there is true. There's and the gardener has one, doesn't he? Or the
Yeah.
has it's
the
been
pothole blower upper guy.
confiscated. And the only
pothole
fire axe on
blower
the map
upper, yeah.
is in Batty's back garden, embedded in a log.
I believe that was the hatchet, though. Am I, or is that me?
What's that? Sorry.
I believe the log is a hatchet.
No, the hatchet is buried in the construction area. And the fire axe is in the log. There's a number of axes on this map. There is also a hidden battle axe, but obviously, yeah, fire axe is the one they want, so they're going to have to go over to Batty's garden. Obviously, no having to get clues, so Diana might pipe down for a bit on this one, which I'm sure will please a lot of people. Observer looks like he's going for... Looks like he's going for Janus for some reason. Possibly just trying to go for a Janus bodyguard.
But Janus bodyguard, that's Gunther. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that is Gunther. I'm hoping he knows that. Unless he's going down for the loud explosive, potentially, because he needed more loadout space. Or, yeah, potentially doesn't realise that this is the wrong bodyguard. I hope he knows.
I don't know what the protocol is.
It is a little bit confusing.
Regular...
So you can't really tell him until he gets a kill in the wrong disguise. You can't really tell him. Yeah, as soon as he gets a kill in this wrong disguise, you can inform him. But
okay.
Yeah, it can be confusing. It's called Janus's bodyguard, which you would, by default, you would think means Gunther. It is a little bit of a confusing one.
In this case, I believe in our trial match that we did, we had a little bit of an iffy one. Oh, Balu getting ripped by Muffin Lady. But we had the same thing happen where someone had the wrong bodyguard disguise or something like that.
Yeah, and obviously on this map as well, you you have Cassidy bodyguard, and Cassidy's
Yeah.
bodyguard
Yeah.
does count for that disguise.
Yeah.
So it's just that Gunther is a unique disguise, and if maybe just not realizing that he has still got Gunther's disguise on. So I think he does think this is the correct disguise. It is shown. The picture is shown, but obviously there is lots of variations of each disguise. So
I think both of them are trying to rush, as they both know that that Observer has a match to cast.
yeah.
So I don't know if what we're gonna do in this case if Observer's the good one.
I think Observer's going to have to sort that out in the Fruit 7 Discord. I think that's. So he may just need to take a small
Balu
break.
misses both of his counters. Now I don't know if
Yeah,
in this
unfortunately,
case Observer. I don't know.
I think Observer is going to get him in this disguise, and then he's going to get a ping from you to tell him that it's the wrong one. Unfortunately. It does happen. We've all done it in a roulette match. We've all chosen the wrong disguise.
I'll go and get the ping ready.
Yeah, I don't think there's any changing his mind here. This is an interesting place he's getting him to. He's going to put him behind this tree, and I think he'll actually
be safe there. Unless,
I'm not sure. There is the
40...
the kind of roaming hippie guy. Yeah, here he is.
The 48 guy, yeah.
Yeah, there's this kind of hippie guy with his camera who might cause a few issues here.
I think that was the thing that we had talked about during the trial match when someone had the wrong. It was Chongqing, because the Chongqing disguises can be a little.
Yes, facility engineer, facility analyst,
yeah.
facility security.
Those,
and that is a wrong kill condition, unfortunately, for the Observer.
Yeah, I just pinged him. But what we had to end up doing was one of them said they didn't look at the spin. They didn't have a spin at that point. I just told them in words in the lobby, which is something that I changed. Obviously, we have actual spins here, but it didn't seem to help looking at the.
Yeah, and Observer's just restarted there. It's just got your ping. That's unfortunate because you'd made good headway there.
And I assume that on the back of his mind he realizes that in about 10 to 15 minutes he does have a match. So I don't know what he's gonna have to do in that case. He might probably just gonna have to sort it out with Discord, as you said.
Yeah,
and
he may just have to drop off for a second to go and sort that out. Or get a possible delay, but that's he'll have to just keep an eye on the time. Obviously, it is first to 1.5, so if one of them wins this match, they win. At least I assume that was your plan. It was first to 1.5, or was it first to 2?
Yeah, first to 1.5. Yeah.
So whoever wins this match,
whoever wins this,
this is technically not a decider because this could go to a draw as well. But okay, Richard the Fool has been seeked, I believe, by Balu, although he doesn't seem to be doing anything. Balu does have red guns. I didn't see where that was from, but I'm assuming that's from KOing Billy.
Yeah, and the thing is, I wonder where he is planning on. Although no, because Billy isn't even. Oh, Bill. Okay, sorry, I was thinking Billy is Bobby. Billy and Bobby, two similar names.
Yeah, I think Billy saw the. I think the woman walked in. The muffin woman walked into the garden, and I think he KO'd Billy.
Balu just got ripped there. Balu got ripped by.
Who was that by?
Balu got ripped. That was. I've experienced this when making this contract. Both of those guys can be seen by people at the party, so that is a little bit.
That's a big.
So what I normally do. Yeah, what I normally do is I bring them down the ledge, just right where the guy is leaning at. I throw a coin down there to get them to come down there, as it's, I guess, not elevated over the fence where their view isn't all along the fence. I don't know.
There is optimization. I mean,
Hitman being Hitman.
there is a Janus bodyguard in the basement with the loud explosive as well, which could be a little tiny optimization potentially. I don't know if that would be an optimization or not, but that is something that you could think about as well.
I'm curious to see which method. Like, when making this, I found a few ways to do the loud explosive. You could either do it on, I mean, it'd be a little risky, but if you at least bring them down to the lower level and not leave them up on the porch, then I think you probably could.
Yeah, Observer looked like he just dragged him around the corner of the house, which isn't a bad shout, because it's going to take that other guy a little while to get there, so it's going to be an exit detonation anyway. It's going to take that guy on the kind of veranda 3 or 4 seconds to get around that corner. So
if you wanted to be super safe, another thing you could do is open the basement up and drag him in there.
Drag him in
close
there.
The door. Yeah.
I think he should be fine where he is.
Where he is.
It's going to be a free second, as long as his body doesn't go sailing off in some random direction. Batty was screaming at something then. Looked like he was in a panic.
So it seems your Observer is now going back for... I think it's probably better off in this situation. It's a lot easier to get the regular bodyguard over Gunther, although in that case, he kind of got him already isolated. But it seems Observer has now the fire axe, and now is heading back over to Billy to finish off that kill.
And so you're probably going to go the same method he did, getting behind that tree. He did drag him back into the bush afterwards as well. He could just get him in the bush, but he's probably a bit wary of the estate agent there as well.
Hearing him,
He could.
If you want to be extra safe, you could obviously feed the guy some muffins to get him to move away.
Yeah, feed him 2 muffins and he will run off.
So
and actually start showing Cassidy around the house.
Yeah. And then after this, I assume, he's just going straight in there.
Oh yeah.
Did he get wrecked?
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah, you can kill him where he is there, but it's very situational. He will get found eventually because there is a lot of people in that area who turn their heads quite a lot, so he will get, if you think you're getting out of the map quickly, then you can probably comfortably kill him there, but obviously he just had a bad head turn then.
For those who are wondering,
Janus bodyguard disguise grab there, just getting one outside the house.
That is really good. I've never known about that one. To be honest, I don't have Whittleton coming up anytime soon in any of my matches, so I haven't been practicing for that yet. But
Balu, more importantly, Balu has the barbecue owner, which is probably the toughest part of this spin, arguably.
Although in this case, I wonder if he's just going to leave it somewhere and then come back and get it, or
no,
what?
He has taken it with him.
But I wonder, because in this case, if it's not explosive, I would do it at.
You want to be doing it on the exit.
Exactly. So I wonder how he's going to do this. Kind of bring back, and also.
He's got to get. I mean, the fire axe isn't crazy hard to get across the map. But it's not something you'd want to be. When the kill condition is in a disguise that is legal to hold it, you'd assume that
you would want to
take it in that disguise. I hope he hasn't read
even
the spin
in this
wrong.
case. Even in this case, I would still regardless, just to be safe, if I was to do this spin, I would still get a legal. Obviously, in this case,
and mid-roll ad skin.
In this case, the bodyguard is the one required for the fire axe. So in this case, it doesn't really matter.
I would be tempted to grab the fire axe as the bodyguard. There's not really any reason not to.
But even without that, me personally, I would still, in any spin that needed the fire axe, just to be safe, I might.
Balu hasn't ripped in this time.
Yeah. Well, the other issue with this is if he gets the kill. Okay.
Observer has gone straight in for the kill again. The hippie guy is on a slightly different route. Just make sure you don't rustle the grass too much. Otherwise, just turn around and check. That guy might turn around if he's rustled the grass too much. I didn't see
any white bubbles on the.
No, I think he should be safe, but you just never know with that. with the shrubbery.
So now I think he's going to go back and get barbecue owner and then just detonate on exit there, and I think that's. Also, I guess in this case it doesn't really matter, but Observer did say in the lobby that he already sorted that out with Throat the match he has to cast. So luckily he doesn't have to worry about that too much right now.
So, Balu has, looks like he's in a
gun.
Cassidy bodyguard, not a Janus. Cassidy bodyguards have the overcoats.
Yeah.
Janus bodyguards have the just the shirts on.
Yeah, and then the
oh no! And I think she saw the body.
And Balu is.
He's gone rogue again. I think she saw the body in the garden and started running to somebody. So that was always going to be a lost cause there. Observer is dragging Bobby's body back around the corner. And I think this should be safe as long as his body doesn't go flying somewhere crazy.
Go over the. Wait.
I wouldn't have put the C4 there personally.
Oh, okay, sorry. Was that a breach or was that...
it looked like C4 to me.
But I don't know, that was...
If anyone can confirm that, I thought that was a C4. But I might be wrong about that. If that's a breacher, then that's going to be another ping, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I didn't see his loadout.
We'll probably find out here. We'll find out here at the end. You'll probably hear explosion or
yeah, and we'll be able to see it when he flicks through his inventory, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
He did give him a pillow, which is what you would normally do with a breacher. If it was a C4, you wouldn't really need to put it under.
Well, me personally, just to be safe, also so you don't have him flying, take the risk of him flying, I would put the C4 on the other side, closer to the fence. So that way, if he flies,
so he's going to fly into the house. Yeah.
Into the house, yeah. Just to be safe.
Ooh, so Observer's going for the bubblegum strat, but Richard hasn't. I don't think he did. I don't think he reacts to thrown lures. I think do you have to put the propane in before he will start reacting? I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh no, there we go. He has seen it now. But that guy is standing there, and that's going to be a problem. He's not going to be able to get this disguise grab with that guy standing there.
He's turning him around and then grabbing. Okay. There he is. And he's ripped. Wow. Ripped there with...
Yeah, he was going to struggle to get that disguise with those bodies there. So Balu's got... What's Balu done here? Okay, so Balu's got Billy into the little shed there in the back garden, so he's going to be perfectly safe in there now.
I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at something else in the lobby. Observer, did he have a breacher in his loadout, or was that...
I was looking at Balu's screen, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, see, in this case, it seems
we'll see when he goes back for this. Looks like he's just switched up his strat now, I think, or is he?
I think he's starting here just to get this first because this is probably one of the hardest parts of the spin, actually getting this disguise.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would argue this is probably the toughest part of the spin, the barbecue owner disguise. It can be very tricky to get if you're not accustomed to it.
Also, if you don't have a seeker or a fart face or anything,
the bubble gun tends to be the go-to method, and he's got that there, so that's fine.
See, Balu here is, I was looking down his meter. He does have cameras. I'm trying to think, where are the camera boxes in this map? There's one in Cassidy's house, and there should be one in downstairs in Janus's house. So he will have to destroy the cams before he leaves.
Yeah.
But now it seems he's going for the axe now. Observer's going for the axe and is now going to probably drop it off near Bobby and then grab Janus bodyguard. Or excuse me, drop it off probably near Bobby and then, yeah, that's a... Well, I don't know. He'll probably have to drop it off somewhere and then go grab the Janus bodyguard outfit before
Yeah,
he
so
gets
it
killed.
seems risky trying to get the axe across the map when the kill condition
Yeah.
is a legal disguise for it. So
And sadly, fire axe, which it beats me why there's certain weapons that can't be briefcase when a broadsword can be briefcase. But
the foldable
you can't.
broadsword.
Yeah, you can't put the fire axe in. It must be some kind of new technology that I don't know. It's but if you can't put it in the briefcase, that's an issue with trying to get it across the map, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah, so Whittleston Creek's not the hardest map to take an illegal weapon across,
Yeah.
but it's kind of an unnecessary
And
thing
you can
to
just
do.
grab. Actually, I think Balu. Okay, no, sorry, I was looking at the wrong screen. I was thinking Observer switched over into police deputy, but no.
No, so yeah, so Balu has deputy disguise from the guy from Billy, I believe. So
But I think Balu was just checking the spin, making sure he was doing everything correctly so far.
how are we looking for time on the spin? Again, we haven't got the timer.
Cider, we don't have time.
So how long have we got?
Well, I said no time limit since this is basically a decider in this case.
No, because this could still go to a draw and go to 1-1.
True.
It's up to you. If this is no time limit, that's fine. We'll just carry
Yeah,
on.
I just thought that basically because whoever wins this, unless it goes to a
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
No, that's fine. I didn't realise you said no time limit for this one, but that's fine.
But also in this case, there is no possibility of getting a tie. In this case, so.
No, that's fine. That makes sense.
Unless for some odd reason they both get out at the exact same time, that's the only possibility there. But I haven't considered that happening in the near future at any point.
Observer is switching up his loadout. And he's bought a...
He's grabbing micro, yeah, that's...
So I'm guessing he...
I don't know, but I don't know. I'm trying to think what would that do differently. It's not like that's...
Well, I'm assuming he must have... Yeah, he must have had a breacher originally. He must have realised that he had the loud there.
Yeah.
As Anna says, there is an explosive in the tunnel. Possibly either doesn't know about it or...
You know what? That's a smart idea is to bring up chat. I haven't been looking at your chat. I'm just looking at the stream on... So, just to see what other people are saying in chat. That's...
Only good things, I assure you.
But the thing was... Oh, Lord.
Oh, I'm not saying he didn't have any explosive. He definitely did before, so he must have switched his loadout again.
Yeah.
Because he was definitely putting an explosive under his... He was definitely putting an explosive under his head when we last saw him around the side of that house. So
the thing I'm thinking is, in this case, I'm confused. I was confused though because if he brought a breacher, I would personally just bring him down below, right next to the grill and the propane instead of drag. I don't know why he would have dragged him. Yeah. So I don't know. I was still a little confused why that. I don't think the other guy would have heard it or anything, especially because.
He definitely has a micro now, so
yeah. But I don't know what that was. But I'll have to
unfortunately,
go
there
back
was.
and see
Yeah,
what
he
all
could
those
have potentially could have detoured and got the one underneath the house that. I mean, it's literally in the basement of the house that he's in. He has a crowbar to get in there, so maybe just I don't know, possibly a lack of map knowledge, maybe not knowing it's there, or just roulette brain.
So Balu. that is a condition. Balu did get the kill on Billy and just destroyed the cameras downstairs, it seems.
Okay.
And now it's getting stuck on a bucket. Oh, what was that? Was that a rip or from? I didn't see what happened there.
No, I mean he's just trying to work. He's just trying to work out where he put his stash. I believe he's put it in the house for sale. I know it's in the tree house, so he's just going to go jump up here, which is his micro explosive. So he's obviously delayed a little bit there by having to go up and get that. But
seems that Balu has just planted that
Yep.
explosive.
And
So I
fingers
wonder.
crossed for no rip here, but he should detonate.
Yeah. I didn't see it. Balu drag him around the corner, or did he just leave him up there?
I did not see where he put him, unfortunately. He might have taken. If he'd taken out the other guy as well, it shouldn't be an issue as long as the other guy. Here we go.
The issue is that party people is looking. Okay.
Yep, and he's got red guns.
That's a rip.
He must have got seen in flight. That's so unfortunate.
Well, the other issue, yeah, because the issue was if he left him up on the porch. Also, you're already risking the fact that party peoples are going to.
Yeah, I think as soon as he detonated that, I think the whole party turned and saw him sailing through the air, and that is the downside of a loud explosive.
So Balu is now considering changing up his. I wonder what he's trying to do here. Because the thing is, in this case, regardless of explosive, it's not going to impact how much people turn around, or if it's silent, or if it's. Because obviously you have to do loud in this case. So I'm a little confused on what he's trying to do here.
Yeah, I think the observer's got the right
remote
method here, putting him around the corner.
Yeah.
And just letting him blow into the house. I don't think anyone will see him. The only people who might see him are the people standing at the statue by the little construction area. I don't think that's going to be an issue, unless he goes very much sky high.
With that, that's a lot for me, because even if you consider just dragging the one guy around the corner, just maybe away from the view of the party guests, you still risk, after you blow it up, that whenever they sweep their eyesight, they see the other passerby body on the.
And that could actually be what happened to Balu, couldn't it? They saw the KO'd body. It's hard to tell from the. We didn't see obviously from where he was what exactly it was, but
And in that case, I don't remember. But to me, whenever I saw the picture view, I saw the target on the pavement. So I don't know if he landed. He probably landed on the pavement. But I was wondering if maybe he just dragged him down to the. I don't know. But he did land. He did land out on the pavement. Oh.
Balu just somehow missed that first seeker shot, and I'm not sure where it went. I think the guard ate it.
Okay. I think he ate it as well.
Which is a very roulette thing to happen. A very hitman thing to happen.
There is Observer's kill
Observer is just going straight in with that kill, which I like. Does have the micro explosive set up, and possibly has. I didn't see whether he had. I think he got the barbecue owner at the start, didn't he? So this could be.
Yeah. Could be just changing the disguise and. Probably manhole exit at this point from where he's at.
Yeah, the disguise is probably going to be in this bush over here, assuming he got the same one as before.
I believe he started server and then.
Yes.
I believe he started server and then got it and then just did his normal.
There it is.
Bodyguard isolation. Yep, there
Richard
it is.
47 is back.
And then probably just going to grab a manhole.
Yep. Quick detonation, quick exit. Just trying to decide which exit he wants here. Manhole over by the construction site might be slightly safer.
There should be a manhole over. Yeah.
We can always.
But I would think there's a manhole.
This is the one I would probably. You do have that guy there. He shouldn't see you from that distance. Nope, all good. Micro done, and that appeared to be green guns.
Should be 5 stars.
There it is.
Just waiting for there it is.
And that's GG's to the Observer, who will take the match 1.5 to 0.5. So
that was very fun to cast, very intense to cast, but that was very, very. If you get just a sec, I will grab the what do you call it? The challenge.com link.
Oh, the brackets. Yep, I don't have the brackets set up, but I can
it's
I can just quickly
just
chuck those on
quickly
the
add a
screen.
browser source. Yeah. Let me update their match.
Yeah, both getting some unfortunate rips on both maps there.
Sadly.
They struggled a bit on Sapienza. Wasn't the easiest of spins. And that target at the top obviously caused a few issues. It's all down to the target locations, isn't it? And you're picking some interesting targets that don't just have a really simple isolation, which I think is what makes it more interesting. And obviously, it's targets that you're not used to isolating, so that's the big thing.
Yeah. And so that was
challenge link, and I will.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me grab it. It should already be in the caster stuff, but let me repost it in there. It's reposted.
Yeah, let's just get this on the overlay quickly. Run some wizardry here.
We probably should have that set up already.
There it is. Oh, and everything's gone a bit funky there, but there we go. We can see it on the screen, so we'll see the Observer go through to the semi-finals. He will play the winner of Georgicans versus either me or Snail, and we play on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then
I think that is the only match we have scheduled right now.
Yeah, so Ike and Shiloh will then play, and then that will go to Joker. Winner of that will play Fanium. So Fanium and Observer already through to the semi-finals.
So we probably have about a week or so to wait.
Yeah, we're going to be playing a little bit of catch-up on maps, but there we go. Yeah. The only upcoming match is myself versus Agent Snail, and that will be Thursday the 12th at 2300 CEST. It's a bit of a late one for me, but that's good. And I believe, am I right in saying that the Observer is casting that one?
Yes, Observer is casting that.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be pretty good with using overlays that he made himself.
Yep.
I'm excited for that, and
obviously the hype match of the tournament, so the one everyone's looking forward to. Yeah. I don't think there's much else for us to say. Unless you if you've got any final thoughts you want to put out there.
No, really. Other than that, that was very fun to cast and very fun to watch.
Yeah.
Pretty, I want to say thank you to you for casting with me. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no worries.
That was a good laugh.
And
but let's see. I don't know who else. Then we can quickly see who else is on.
I'm just gonna go to the idler screen, so we'll call it a day from us there. We'll go to the idler screen, and we will just set up a quick raid. I think there's probably a roulette match going on that we can jump over to. So
let's see.
So who's
on.
We will do that. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.